Another one of our activities that discusses adaptations focus on birds and their different types of beaks. So all birds, depending on their area, have different beaks to help them find their food. So I would make sure that you go through and talk about the birds' beaks and different, types of birds, maybe just show kind of a picture of it. But don't give any kind of information. You want them to explore it, but to kind of understand that these different items that they're going to be using do represent the bird's beaks is kind of fundamental. So what this is an activity that you will set up ahead of time for the students. I use oatmeal. This is not included, but obviously very cheap oatmeal. I like to have something as a base that you put into your tray. You don't have to have a base. You can just put the item straight down. A lot of teachers do that. They use pie pans. They use like the plastic trays, like in the lunchroom type area, cookie sheets from home, anything that you have to put it down on. You can even just lay it on the table. It's fine too. Probably not if you use the oatmeal. But I like to put the oatmeal down to kind of show the kids that you want something that can pick up the item and it not be, you don't want to get too much of the other stuff. Like if they don't eat grass, then you obviously want to avoid getting the grass, and you'll kind of see with the different items why certain things are better. And then you have a wide assortment of materials to put on here. You have your glass beads that you can use. You can use your pom-poms that are in here to kind of spread around. You have the largest container of pipe cleaners ever. You're going to love this. You can use it for tons of things. So with your pipe cleaners, you do want to take a moment and cut those up to represent like your worms that you're having. So I'm going to cut these up into little pieces to put on here. You can also use straws to put them on here. Once again, straws aren't included. I got this whole box for 49 cents at the local grocery store. Don't have to use the straws. But those are located or can be used here. Spread those items out. And then the students are given, each student can start with a different tool. So they'll have chopsticks, they have tweezers, they have spoons, and they have clothespins, okay? And these are smaller clothespins. You can also use larger ones if you have them in your room, but you are given all of these items with your Science Plus materials. So then the students take a moment and they pick up, you give them a time period. Everything is in the website. This is on the website also. There's a link to the actual lesson plan, your data sheet. It tells you exactly how long to give the students before they switch materials, and they record in their data sheet what they're picking up. So you want to see, like with the tweezers, which one are you able to pick up? With the marbles, they're not going to be able to pick up the marbles as well with the tweezers. Definitely not with the chopsticks. The spoon works better for that without getting all the other stuff. So you want the kids to kind of explore and see like which beak works the best, adapts the environment the best, and then to make conclusions afterward. So once they've gone through and they've picked up their different items and they realize like, oh, well, an animal can pick up really well with chopsticks, the pipe cleaners, without getting all the other stuff. They're not picking up the grass and the dirt with it. Whereas a spoon, if I try to pick up and only use my spoon, then I might can get a pipe cleaner, but it's not nearly as easy. So if I'm trying to get as many as I can in the time period, then I'm going to pick up what's easiest for me. So once they're finished with this, then you start take your data, your information, and create a class chart with that. Put it all in and see like which beaks serve the best purpose when you're doing the marbles, which beaks serve the best purpose for the pom-poms, for the pipe cleaners, for the straws, and then have the students talk about it. You can change this up. You can even get, if you're brave, a container of water and put the beads and things like down in the water. Like what are you going to use to be able to get into that water and be able to pick things up out of the water to talk about those birds that are more waterfowl animals. So it's a great exploration for them to start thinking about animals in different regions in the United States and in the world have to have different adaptations in order to survive. So I hope you enjoy this. You have tons of materials to use, and hopefully you can share us out some pictures or some videos of your class actually participating in this activity. We would love to see them.